Business Administration Entrepreneurship major with a minor in communications. He is currently pursuing opportunities in the digital accessibility space. Please help me welcome Lisan.
For me? Where is my... I'd like to begin in the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear fellow graduates, faculty, families, and friends, I'd like to greet you all with the Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum. May peace be unto you all. My name is Lisan Hasnain, and in case you haven't noticed yet, yes, I'm visually impaired. But while my eyes don't work the same as yours, I've been blessed to see a lot over my last 5 years here as a student at St. Thomas. Standing here today, representing our class, is a bigger honor than I could have ever imagined. My journey here at the University of St. Thomas has been one of profound learning, not just academically, but in understanding the world from a unique perspective. Today, I hope to share 5 of the most important lessons I learned. Lesson 1, each person has a superpower. You just have to find it. St. Thomas brings together students from across the world, many of whom come from far away, exotic places. Places like Minnetonka, Blaine, and Eden Prairie, and Plymouth. Obviously, I'm joking, but the truth is, we do have peers who have traveled quite a distance to be here. Students like Yubi Hassan. Yubi came to Minnesota after immigrating to America, all the way from Somalia, and he saw an opportunity to bring the best of his African culture, premium tea, and use it to enrich the lives of people living here in America. So Yubi launched a business, Blue Horn Tea. Like Yubi, each of us has a unique set of experiences that result in a superpower, something we were put on this planet to do. Our job is to find that superpower, to cultivate it, and to share it with the world. Lesson 2, ask questions. During my senior year capstone, we had an opportunity to help a nonprofit build their fundraising strategy. So we kicked off the project by meeting with the director. I remember being in that meeting, listening to the smart person talk about fundraising, about deliverables, about marketing, and all that, and thinking to myself, what in the world is she saying? But thankfully, Sam Masick was there. And instead of listening silently, he had the courage to raise his hand and ask the question that the rest of us were all thinking. Sam teaches us as a powerful lesson. Smart people have the courage to ask questions. Lesson 3, the best way, and hear me out, the best way to lose all of your money is by buying food from Tees. I believe this lesson is self-explanatory. But seriously, when I started here, a burger and some fries was just $5.50. Now it's like $10, man. Talk about inflation, am I right? Lesson 4, success is a team sport. Today is a profound moment for all of us. And by the way, can we take a moment to appreciate how amazing everyone looks today? Give a round of applause for yourselves out there. But the truth is, we are here today because other people helped us. During my first winter at St. Thomas, I remember going from OSS, the science building, to the student center. On the way, I got lost, and I heard a voice call out to me, "You're about to hit a pothole." A warm voice told me that I was in a construction zone, and he took my hand and guided me to where I needed to go. Often, the people who help us the most are not strangers. Rather, they are the people you can take for granted. People like our parents. I remember reading my St. Thomas acceptance letter all those years ago, and I was so happy. But soon thereafter, I was worried. How would I manage? My parents helped. My mother and father picked me up and dropped me off 5 days per week, Monday through Friday, for 5 years, every single day from Plymouth to St. Paul, even on snowy days, without ever complaining once. Mama, Papa, can you please stand up? Can we give a round of applause for them? Also, I want to acknowledge my sister is here, Numa Zahra. Can you also stand up? And my cousin all the way from DC, Ali, can you please stand up? Sure, I may have needed more help than others, but take a moment to think, who were the people who helped you get to where you are today? Success is a team sport. Lesson 5, we need to walk in other people's shoes to solve big problems. Where do the best business ideas come from? ChatGPT, of course, right? I'm just kidding. During our entrepreneurship 250 class, Professor Alec Johnson taught us a valuable lesson. To solve problems and create outstanding solutions, it isn't about working in a room like a mad scientist by yourself. Rather, the best solutions come by talking to people, by empathizing with them. Let me say that again. The best way to solve big problems is to talk to people who are different from you and to put yourself into their shoes. Our world faces big challenges, and I often wonder, what is it like for that parent who struggles to put food on the table for their family? What is it like for the father who can't afford to take his child to the urgent care? What is it like for that mom who lost her baby because of the war in Gaza? Listening to Professor Johnson made me wonder, how often do we honestly let ourselves walk in somebody else's shoes? Because when we do, perhaps it'll be a meaningful step towards solving many of our world's greatest problems. Class of 2024, thank you all, fellow graduates, faculty, and administration, for being part of this incredible journey. We are graduating during a unique historical moment. A world that is warming, a country that is divided, an economy that is fragile, a tease that is getting more and more expensive by the day. But seriously though, we get to decide how we see this world, half full or half empty. When I started at St. Thomas 5 years ago, I didn't know what I would experience. But after witnessing countless stories like those of Yubi, Sam, and Professor Johnson, I saw nothing but beauty. I see nothing but beauty. I see nothing but beauty. Thank you all so much, and make sure you celebrate this moment.
Thank you, Lisan, for that joyous and heartfelt message. We appreciate your inspiring words, and thank you for being our speaker today. It is now my honor to introduce